Respected Badal sir and my student Sujata. True maternity a topic ta diya hitla Dr. Yogesh Mohan ko. But sadly Yogesh Mohan kor Mrs. Timsi she had a operation. Se pe asi parleni. So mu कहली I'll take over the subject true maternity. May I have the slides please? Women are the creatrix. In the future when Superman will be born, before that the species जो हमारा नुआ species अड़के हमें जिब्बा आस्ते आस्ते evolve करी करी की जिब्बा एवं माँ मानकर mothers have a very very crucial role to create the new species जोटा की श्री अरविंदो fifth dream. So, true maternity, when true maternity starts before birth, before even conception, conscious conception is important. The couple should have an aspiration to have a higher soul. And there are prescriptions in our scriptures, and mother has said many things about having consciously creating a soul. And then we know from birth till adolescence a mother has to be on her foot. Se ta nijo pratyek muhurt re pratyek samay re every moment of the mother is has to be engaged in a very special way. I am not talking of safe motherhood. I am not talking of the safety side or medical side. I am talking purely of the spiritual and the emotional side, that every mother should be careful so that a future generation will come which will give leadership to the society, to the country, to the world. So, points of holistic intervention, threshold of family life before conception, conception purburu, conception bele, ebong pregnancy bele, delivery pore, child rearing bele, ebong during adolescence, or during youth. Till the young child goes into the society, a mother has to be on her foot. So, before conception, bright and luminous oocyte and spermatozoon await to receive the spirit to embark on life. Iti Shailaja madam kali gote mate adbhuta katha kahile that she was born like this. A rishi took out a peel from a neem tree and threw it in the direction of her family, and her mother conceived. Soon after, they were from the royal family in Gujarat, and she was born. And I know that say kitti spiritually alert, sort of unmukta tang sange misile hi jana padibo. So set out an example. Semiti upasana karikiri hi conception ta kariba katha. Holistic preparation of the couple, family, samagra paribar prastuta hebe. Diet, smoking, alcohol सब छाड़िया पड़िबो, meditation, mantra, japa, prayer करिया पड़िबो, relax करिया पड़िबो, जहाँ सब emotional health विषय रे कही गले आलोक पांडे सबु जाका हमर दरकार गोटे उच्च कोटर संतान जन्म करिया सकास. Healing childhood wounds, कौन हेतला असुविधा, resolve issues related to dysfunctional patterns in partners, families. जमती कली लगे कि यूक्रेन के सपोर्ट कर रशिया के सपोर्ट ये सब किसी द्वंद्व ये सब भितर रही कहूनी गोटे जापानीज आईवीएफ स्पेशलिस्ट से स्पिरिचुअल म्यूजिक बजाती जो आईवीएफ कनसेप्शन हुए बाहर कनसेप्शन गोटे टेस्ट ट्यूब रे हुए से स्पिरिचुअल म्यूजिक बजाती यहाँ गोटे कराची मनशक्ति लोनावाला रे भी बहुत रिसर्च चलती. ये बेलग्रेड रे सर्बिया रे बहुत समग्र देश तांकर केमती उच्च कोटर संतान हेबे उच्च मानव जाति सृष्टि हम से चेष्टा करते. सो a scenario of holistic ritual conception occurs. And see, this is the conceived seed which is माने आरंभर ही से जमती उज्जवलमय तापरे समस्त परिवार लागिबे जेतले प्रेगनेंसी रहिबो लव हार्मोनी रो एटमॉस्फेयर रहिबो बॉडी शरीर को सब तार जहाँ पुष्टि सार खाद्य दबाक पड़िबो बाजे हैबिट गुड़ा छाड़िया पड़िबो से मेडिटेशन पॉजिटिव थिंकिंग पॉजिटिव स्पिरिचुअली अपलिफ्टिंग विजुअल्स मु तो मो पेशेंट्स मान को कहे तुम प्रार्थना चैनल खाली देखियो आ को चैनल देखियोनी तो एगुड़ा सब आमर बहुत दरकार म्यूजिक सुनिया बहुत दरकार तापरे 5 मास पर पिलाटा तले सुनी पारे से म्यूजिक बजेब से गीता पढ़िबो से स्क्रिप्चर्स पढ़िबो आ मोर गोटे पेशेंट से हनुमान चालीसा बोलुला जितेबाला ता पिला जन्म है 3 वर्ष बयस ता पिला को कई शिखेनी निर्भुल भाव हनुमान चालीसा बोली चले सो ये सब गुड़ा को आम जदि आम जाचु कहीं अचेतन भाव में मातृत्व को ग्रहण करवा वाई शुड वी बी अलाउ अनकॉन्शियस मैटर्निटी सो म्यूजिक सुनियापी बहुत एक्सपेरिमेंट्स चलती बहुत सबुआड़े यूएस रे क्रोएशिया रे विभिन्न जगह सब एक्सपेरिमेंट सब चलती देखुं केमती प्रभाव तार पड़ू सो our ultimate objective होची not to create a musical genius but a person well integrated in spiritual in physical emotional intellectual self एटा गोटे वेस्टर्न लोक कहते जे आध्यात्मिक भी गर्भ पूर्वर आरंभ करा जाई पारे एटा हम समस्त जानू बाबाजी महाराज बहुत लिखिछंती दिव्य युग स्थापना रे नारी रे आउ आमको बर्तमान ये कामटा करिया पड़िबो एवं नेशनल लेवल को नवाक पड़िबो सो दैट आम समग्र नेशन विल बी चेंज द टेक्सचर ऑफ आवर नेशन विल बी चेंज बाय टेकिंग अप दिस प्रोजेक्ट ऑफ कॉन्शियस मैटर्निटी थ्रू आउट दिस नेशन ओडिसा रे भी करबा सचेतन भाव में एटा को प्रोजेक्ट भाव में नबा करैबा एवं समग्र देश व्यापी की भी ये कार्यक्रम करबा जो माने आसीचंती दोज हैव कम फ्रॉम अदर प्रोविंसेस विल let all the provinces take this up let the forge ahead group also sensitize everybody on this सो यहाँ बेलग्रेड हुए टीचर मान को सब प्री प्रेगनेंसी हुए एडोलेसेंट बेलू से ट्रेनिंग दे दे चली था केमी उच्चकोटर हाउ द हायर काइंड ऑफ सोल्स विल बी बोर्न ओके सो सोसाइटीज एंड स्टेट्स विच रेस्पॉन्सिबली इन एन ऑर्गेनाइज्ड मैनर with long-term goals approach the increase of the development of entire physical, mental, spiritual potentials of their posterity compared to their ancestors. Ancestors to be samane auri uchakutra hebe jemti are the only ones that can provide development and progress. So India, if India, Bharatavarsha, Odisha এবং सब provinces, if we are to provide development and progress of the whole world, this is what we should start from. David Chamberlain we say he is founder of the APA, Association for Prenatal and Perinatal Psychology and Health. David Chamberlain, he also has insisted on this. So infancy, the atmosphere of love from the mother. So it's the birth of a soul. Mother should think that it is a soul whom I will help to progress. And childhood should be free, frank, healthy and full of joy. And you should not send children to preschool. Sri Aurobindo कहते पिला को 8 वर्ष बयस पर्यंत they have to be with their parents. स्कूल जिबे 8 वर्ष परे आमे किंतु प्री स्कूल रे पुरे दउचु आउ से माने विकृत होई बाहरचंती. So you have to help. What do you have? Mother has to do. She has to help develop the God spot to bring out the God in the child. Project hochi bring out the God in the child. Not an IAS officer or a doctor or an engineer or technocrat who will take care of himself, who will fend for himself. It is the God that has to come out from the child. Oh, it was बहुत interesting. Melvin Morse pediatrician thile. से कहते आम समस्त गोटे गॉड स्पॉट अच्छी वी ऑल हैव अ गॉड स्पॉट इनसाइड अस इन द एरिया ऑफ द ब्रेन दैट परमिट्स कम्युनिकेशन विद द सोर्स ऑफ नॉलेज विजडम आउटसाइड आवर फिजिकल बॉडीज द हिंदू रिलीजन कॉल्स इट ब्रह्मन theoretical physicists call it quantum non-locality, and the children, जो चिल्ड्रेन माने मरी जाइथिले माने मुमूर्ष अवस्था रे थिले एवं से तांको फेरे आनिले जीवित करेले, the children I resuscitated from death simply called it God. से पिला माने कहंती we met God, we saw God. So this is what a pediatrician with association, a fellow of Association of Pediatricians of America has said. So the sapling is nurtured with love and care, and you have to instill dreams of greatness of the aim ahead. तांको भितर बहुत महानतार ड्रीम्स तांको भितर पुरेबो जे कि महानता आड़ी से माने जीवे तापरे आसला सबुठु कष्टदायक समय. मोस्ट चैलेंजिंग टाइम इज टू डील विद एन एडोलेसेंट. एटा हमें केते परीक्षा करछु. वी डिड सम एक्सपेरिमेंट्स इन मातृभवन स्कूल. वी कॉल्ड द गार्डियंस, we called our health squad trainees, we called the teachers, we took the health checkup of their students, and our Mahila Pathachakra members, they talked to the parents and they talked about physical changes and health risks. One Mahila Pathachakra member talked about physical changes and health risks. Then another one talked on sexual changes and health risks. A third talked about emotional changes in the child and health risks. हैला इमोशनल चेंज कौन हुए, भावगत चेंज कौन हुए, यौन अंग डेवलप कला फल जो चेंज कौन हुए, आउ शारीरिक परिवर्तन हेले जो स्वास्थ्यगत समस्या हुए सबू आम महिला पाठचक्र माने बुझाती पेरेंट्स मान को. दिस इज व्हाट वी डू इन ओडिशा. टू वी कॉल द पेरेंट्स एंड वी टीच, विल टॉक टू देम. एंड फाइनली अनदर महिला पाठचक्र मेंबर, how she explains how that you have to be a friend to your child and you have to develop spirituality in the child. Okay, so adolescence is a sacred journey in one of life's rivers. It is very sacred. Au sahajare I'll tell you a very sad example. Gote dukhodayaka jinsa. One child in one of the schools, he had some emotional relation with a girl, didn't study and didn't do well in exam. His father gave him a slap. Next day he committed suicide. So tame kebe bhi bhaliya parents have to be extremely careful, because what is undergoing in the adolescence, they also went through it. It has been greatest challenge for all mothers is the phase of adolescence. And this river must be approached with respect. You have to respect your child. You have to love your child. You have to become a friend for your child. Okay? Because his spirit soars up. So, eagle bhale udi jaye tar spirit. And you have to develop spirituality in adolescence. Elizabeth Kimball research achi apare. How spirituality is a universal phenomenon, an inherent aspect of human nature. It unfolds during adolescence. Adolescence बेले बहुत बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट समय. इतनी बेले से प्रकृतर आध्यात्मिकता तार डेवलप करे. सेती बेले पेरेंट्स मैंने बहुत सचेतन हवा दरकार. ट्रांसेंडेंस, मीनिंग एंड पर्पस ऑफ लाइफ. तापरे given the value of spirituality as a source of resilience, implication of educational practices to foster adolescent spiritual development are discussed in context of school मानकरे एटा आलोचना करिया दरकार, family और community settings. एगुडा को आमे हमर जते पूर्णांग शिक्षा केंद्र अछि, in all integral education centers we have to give attention to this aspect of our children. Call down the parents, teachers and the health squad trainees. They have to converge the three things have to converge to give. Okay. Now David Marshall ko katha mu kahitili ethre. He is warning parents, he is warning teachers, he is warning the community that you better take care of the adolescent and better say tankoro. His project is evolutionary parenting, माने विवर्तनगत पेरेंटिंग हवा दरकार. पेरेंट माने देखिए तांको पिलाटा होची फ्यूचर पे केमती डेवलप करिवे. the set of directions for co-evolution of our conscious participation in process of ongoing evolution on this planet. Evolution hochi tame sachetana ruho jodi tame a set of directions for human survival if we choose to recognize and act upon it. Tame jodi e aspect taku recognize no karibo, if you don't recognize this, if you don't give attention to it, we must grow and evolve or we will surely perish. Evolve or perish. So it is very urgent for all study circles, Sri Aurobindo study circles, those who are reading Sri Aurobindo, those who want to give shape to what Sri Aurobindo and the mother want, very seriously we have to think regarding evolutionary parenting. And this David Marshak, he gave a talk in Sri Aurobindo Medical Association last time. It is on, there's a link I'll give you. The common vision gives us a path to follow that will nurture this growth for ourselves and our children, a path to lead it leads both to survival and co-evolution. If you don't evolve, you don't survive. So this is a warning to humanity. You have to listen to the leaders of evolution who have, why did Sri Aurobindo give so much of his time? Why did he give up his body? Why did he suffer so much? Why did the mother suffer so much? Because humanity is in crisis. We have atom bombs which will destroy the world 40 times. Just one mistaken pressure on the atomic switch and the world is destroyed 40 times. That is why Sri Aurobindo fought all his life. He brought the supramental force which would be a greater force than this atomic energy. And we as his children cannot afford to neglect this aspect. We have to evolve. Therefore, all mothers be aware, all would-be mothers, all people who are supporting mothers, you must be aware that this should be our project. So, these are methods which were there. You have to teach them what is Brahmacharya. You have to teach them what are the principles of nature. You have to teach them how they should read repetition, meditation, discussion. You should teach them concentration. Okay, Brahmacharya is raising the physical to the spiritual. This parents have to teach to their children. That means no energy should be wasted, but all the energy should be concentrated in going up to the stage, in evolving. We can say it's evolving. This is the process. How from Retas we go to Virya, which is the energy of the Brahman himself. All this in the house, the mother should teach her baby. And she should teach what is Sattva, what is Rajas, what is Tamas. And she should tell how to awaken Sattva. This is from Brain of India, from Sri Aurobindo. How to awaken Sattva, how to discipline Rajas, and how to remove Tamas. Tamas is our greatest enemy and it is the breeder of all adverse forces. So, awaken Sattva, discipline Rajas, remove Tamas. Then, repetition, meditation, discussion, all taught in Vedic times, and concentration, patience. Concentration is the secret. Anybody can be a genius. Your child can be a genius if you teach your child concentration. Establishment of peace, calm, tranquility, quiet and peace. That has to be taught to the child, and what you teach, you have to adopt yourself. And you have to open the fourth dimension in the personality of the child. You have to help that child to how it will open its own fourth dimension. Okay? Guiding the adolescent to go inwards to all the chakras, call in peace, till the inconscient, and then call in the presence down step by step. We have it in the exhibition, you can see. Then you have to teach them to grow within and aspire. The lamp has to burn in silence. Engrossing self-discovery has to be taken up. So all mothers, the day of the soul will appear nearer and nearer. and it is a time for celebration rather than dread, a period of spiritual regeneration for your child, for the adolescent. And from Savitri, beautiful lines, in a haven of safety and splendid soft repose, one could drink life back in streams of honey fire, recover the lost habit of happiness. So, into this divine plan, you awaken your child and he will understand what our divine parents are telling us. All mothers throughout the world, in our state, in our country, should collaborate. So hope and happiness will come. And now we are in this dark state. Just the opposite is in the forefront, and the world is getting churned in this crisis. But with all these efforts, the sun will rise, and one day the victory will come, and the bird, this is the bird of paradise which will bring the supramental light, force, love, eternal happiness, and immortality into our beautiful world. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Shyama Kanungo. In spite of your workload over the last few months, you have delivered such a beautiful lecture. And the summary, all of us know, carry home message, ultimate answer, think of mother always. She will guide you, guide your maternity, guide your children, guide your emotion, guide your preventive measures, guide your health activities, guide everything to you. But you have to try. You have to try. Thank you, audience. Pre-lunch and post-lunch, I said in the conferences, there's the most difficult time when the speakers have done very, very well. I thank all the speakers. I thank Professor Sujata, my co-chairman. Thank Professor Shyama Kanungo for everything and inviting us, for all of us. Thank you very much. I close this session.